Alright, it's time to lock in YouTube. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some of my Battleground matches in the victory track. All of these matches are going to be from Vibranium because that's when I started recording my fights. And before we get into it, I just wanted to give my overall thoughts on the meta. It was a nuke meta, so I had as much fun as you can have in nuke metas. My thoughts on nuke metas are that they're fun, but they're not super fun. So I would say I'm pretty neutral on them. But it wasn't offensive like last season's meta where you had to knock down. Yeah, that one just wasn't any fun. So this one was all right. And the champion nodes, like the tech nodes that they put on, the player nodes, I think they could be implemented a little bit better in future seasons, but I wasn't too offended by them. So let's go ahead and get into the fights. Alright, let's get into this first fight. So this first fight is going to be Tigra versus Ebony Maw. And let me tell you, usually when I do this fight, I lose. It does not usually go this well. But that's why it's in the highlights. So what you want to do in this fight is you want Ebony Maw to throw his special one so you can counter it with your heavy. It's very RNG dependent. So as you can see, I'm trying to get the neutralize back on him so I can cause his form. So I get in there and he throws it immediately. He cock a heavy, throw it, and look at this, beautiful. He throws it right away, so we're able to counter it. And at this point, the fight is over. I've won. So I knock him down again, just get a little bit more damage. Dash back, drop the special too. Bruh, Ebony Maw is mad annoying, bro. I'm so mad they brought him as a 7-star. I mean, I picked him too because my thought process is if you gonna make me hold this Ebony Maw and fight this Ebony Maw, then you gonna have to fight him too. Alright, these next two fights are going to be Shuri fights. This is going to be Shuri versus Sasquatch. Both of these are ranked 2. My Shuri is ranked 2. The Sasquatch is ranked 2. And pretty much the strategy here is to just spam special ones and just get my guaranteed crits. That's pretty much all it is. I just wanted to show like how much damage Shuri has. This fight, honestly, it's not even that fast. It's like a 90-second fight, but when you're going up against a health pool that's 300,000, 94 seconds ain't that bad. So I'll go into the striker, drop the special one, refresh the shocks. I think at some point in this fight, I realized that maybe I need to start dropping heavies to get more shocks to do more damage over time. Let's see what I do here. I don't think I do that though. The Sasquatch is being very cooperative with me. And one of the reasons why I love Shuri so much is that she's just so tanky. She has so much block proficiency. Like, I've taken 1% damage, and I've been blocking a lot and parrying a lot. Against other 7-stars, using a 7-star, you're going to take a lot of block damage because everybody's got the block penetration on there. And look at that. He's just dropping. Drop another special one, and this fight is pretty much over now. I think I'm going to bait out one more special, yeah. And that's going to be it. Shuri's a monster, bro. I have no regrets about taking her to rank 2. I think she's going to be my first rank 3. And here we go. I took Shuri against Korg because she was my only option. If you didn't know, her hits do not make contact. So she's able to take Korg, no problem. The only problem is that Korg is shock immune. But as you're about to see, that's okay. Like, Shuri's damage output without the shocks, honestly, she's just overall a pretty outrageous champion. Like, look at this. Look at these combos. So, Korg's gonna drop a special 2. We're gonna try to get these rock stacks down. And also, her special ones really do great against Korg because they do a whole lot of damage. And you can just drop your special 1 while he has those rock stacks. And you can just take away all his rock stacks with the special 1. And then you can go in with damage with your combos. Look at this. You're gonna see me bag off and wait for the rock stacks to come back. Go in, do a 5-hit combo, drop the special, and look, his rock stacks are gone. This isn't going to be the fastest fight, but it's just showing you, like, in a pinch, in a situation, you can use Shuri to fight Korg. And all you got to do, bait out another special. And now I'm going to have to use my critical hits to take down his rock stacks, so that's really bad and unfortunate, but it's okay, he's down. And this special one is going to kill him. Yeah, man. If you got a 7-star Shuri, bro, you're so lucky. Little cameo from Contest Champions. Shout out Brian Grant. Next up, we got a spot fight going up against Abs, man. And this fight, For me, it's easy, but it could go out of hand if the AI wants to be bad. So look, we get the 5 spots easily, and now we're gonna drop heavies to build up. And what you want to do is, if Avsman drops his special 1, you're untouchable, so you're just gonna drop your heavy and boom. Now we're gonna build up our spots, and as long as he don't throw a special 1 into our block, we are good. And look at this, so I got another heavy, got this heavy, and there we go. And he is done. Yeah, my Spot's rank 5, and I have no regrets. Spot is honestly, I think he's getting a little underrated because of the changes. People think that you're gonna take block damage. But next up, we got Spider-Ham versus Mangog. And let me tell you, I just recently took my Spider-Ham to rank 4 because I got the Ant-Man relic, the 6-star version. And I was completely unaware, and I did not know how good Spider-Ham is. Spider-Ham, honestly, if I get a 4 to 5 gem, I'm considering taking him to rank 5 because, you know, he's not going to get banned a lot because he's not Scorpion, he's not Torch, you know, Hulk, these other 6 stars and other science champions that are really good. But Spider-Ham, he might be up there with Scorpion. I mean, the only reason Scorpion is above him is because his damage, he can like customize his damage. But Spider-Ham is honestly ridiculous because, like, look at this. This is a 7-star Mangog, and I dropped him in 54 seconds. That is crazy. And next up, we're going to use Spider-Ham against Thing. And Spider-Ham, you know, you might not think Spider-Ham would be good against Thing, but honestly, if you're in a pinch, really good use of Spider-Ham. The only thing you need to watch out for in this fight is you need to manage his rock stacks, but since I'm only really going to be using medium attacks, it's really not hard to manage his rock stacks. I find it's harder to manage rock stacks against Thing when you're using characters that use 5-hit combos, but when you use characters that like only do heavies or only use mediums, it's a lot easier to manage because those attacks give more power. And you know, drop a special 1. I think I messed up because I got to a special 2 and I dropped a special 2. I don't even really know what the special 2 does, but at this point we got 7 porker stacks on him, and I just need him to throw his special, and he throws it and he's done. That is Thing in 90 seconds, so that's really not that bad. Next up, we got Ham versus Rencher. Where Pig really shines is against Mystic champions because he's going to get increased damage off of his porker poppers. So look, we're just going to be throwing. The reason I'm only throwing mediums is because there's a 75% chance for you to inflict the power stings on champions when they're stunned. So on his medium attacks. So you just stun medium, and you're pretty much going to get power stings from that. So that's the reason why I'm doing that. And look at this. We're 30 seconds into this fight, and this Rencher is almost dead. Like, honestly, I wish I would have knew about Spider-Ham a lot earlier because, like, look at this. If I would have knew this, like, Mystics have always been an issue for me because, you know, naturally the best defenders in the game are Mystic characters. So the more great science characters you can put in your deck, the better. Because, like, look at that. 50 seconds fight against Rencher. Ridiculous. Now, next up, we got a Hulkling fight, and I'm just going to show you what Hulkling can do when he's being hindered and held back because I'm using him against a Storm Pyramid X here. And if you don't know, Storm puts glancing on you, so your hand hits with glancing. It's very annoying. So as you can see throughout the fight, I'm kind of hitting her in the block, trying to get my pierces up because every time you hit in the block, you're not going to get your pierces. Normally you would, but against her you won't because she's glancing you. And with Hulkling, a lot of times I like to just throw it into the block and then throw my special. Like if I got like 2 more unblockable hits to go. But you can't really do that against Storm. So we finally fight through the glancing and we finally get to drop our special 2. And you see I dropped the Spot Striker there. That's a little trick. If you're using Hulkling, after you drop your special 2 and you're unblockable, your Striker will also be unblockable. So you can just drop your unblockable Striker. And the Striker is hitting hard as Hulkling at that point. And you can just end the fight there. Now, this is what a fight looks like with Hulkling against a character who is not glancing and not holding him back. So this right here is going to be destruction. Now, see, I don't want him to throw his special one because he has all those prowess. And if he throws that special one, I can't really evade it with a lot of confidence. So that's going to hurt. But as you can see, this fight is over. So check this out. I think I'm going to go ahead and bait out the special too. I honestly didn't even need to. Scorpion's going to drop this special too. I'm just going to wait for him to block. Throws a heavy there for some reason. Throw it in there. 20, 12, 12, 11. Unblockable striker. And look at that. Fight is done. Hulkling is honestly ridiculous. 30, 40 seconds fight. Up, we got a Cosmic Ghost Rider versus Spot. And honestly, this fight could go really bad if Spot gets all of his spots before you can drop your medium. So I'm still going to go for the heavy light ending combo than medium ending combo. Honestly, to be safe, you should honestly do the medium first to get your vigilance. But I was feeling kind of spicy that day. So I said forget it. And I just went for the medium. I go for the medium on the second one just to make sure I keep that vigilance. And yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, guys. Thank you for watching.